Hey, Elsa, Cat here. Why is the moon following me? A question 5-year-olds driving at night in cars have asked since 5-year-olds could be in cars at night. And it's a pretty simple question. I mean, well, if you know the answer. But why didn't you already know it? Oh, it's simple. It's because you've stopped asking questions. Why? Why did we stop asking questions? Now, before I delve into that, let's first answer the initial question. A parallax is a visual effect caused by the distance between you and a thing while you are in motion. Let's say you're moving 1 meter per second. To the trees just next to you, a meter seems like pretty big. It's about maybe the width of the trunk of a tree. A tree is passing about maybe every 3 seconds. But let's say you can see way over the trees to see the mountains that are very far away from you. A meter on those mountains is going to look very small. And since that same amount of distance is moving out of your view every second, you don't see it change that much. At least in comparison to the trees. The distance isn't as big. And the same thing happens with the moon, except the moon is so unbelievably extremely far away that it looks like it doesn't move at all, because a meter on the moon would be so small you couldn't possibly see it from Earth, not even with a telescope. And so it appears to stay in exactly the same spot, relative to you anyway. Especially when you contrast it with the trees and the mountains that are, in relativity to the moon, moving extremely fast out of your view, adding to the effect of the moon staying in the same spot. Now, let's get back to the original point of the video. Why did we stop asking questions? Well, it started all the way back when humans were still nomads, just wandering around. When you're wandering out in the wild with a bunch of things that like to eat people, obviously, you're not going to want to get kicked out of the group. And if you do, it's essentially signing your own death warrant. And so our brains evolved to prevent us from doing anything that could get us kicked out of the group. And that feeling is now called embarrassment. It's why when you raise your hand to ask a question in class that you think might be a little stupid, you get that feeling in your stomach that says, don't do that. It's essentially your primal brain saying, dude, you're gonna fucking kill us. And so your brain tries really hard to get you to stop, even if the only way it can get you to stop is through a feeling. This applies to other things too, like singing, or drawing sometimes, or voice acting. I am a voice actor, but when I was a kid, I thought I could never be a voice actor because, that would be way too embarrassing. What if someone I know watches it and they're like, haha, you did that voice, that's weird. You said this thing, that's weird. And that was just embarrassment. It's the same feeling that prevented your ancestors from getting their asses canned and killed. But we don't have a purpose for it now. In fact, it's kind of a hindrance now. If you aren't comfortable being yourself around your friends, are they really your friends? If you never do something that embarrasses you in front of your friends don't know the real you. Embarrassment leads to people having friendships with people that aren't actually good for them, since you don't do this one thing that they might not like. Who knows? Maybe you could have become friends with your best friend for life already, if you had just been yourself on that one day, like in 6th grade. You'll never know. And so, I think we should just ignore that feeling. Next time you get embarrassed, just push through it. Whether it's asking a question, or doing a dance, or voice acting, just ignore that feeling in your gut that says, don't do this. Because the only reason your gut is saying that is because it thinks that doing whatever is embarrassing you is going to get you killed. But it's simply not. Being yourself is how you make friends. It's how you meet people. It's how you meet people who are right for you and not right for this fake, curated you that just avoids anything that embarrasses you. So I implore you, be yourself whenever you can. Now, I know it can be a little bit ironic for someone who's literally LARPing as another person to tell you to be yourself, but whatever. Being yourself will never have any consequence. If being yourself makes one of your friends stop being friends with you, that wasn't really your friend. That was a friend of some fake version of you. So, just be yourself. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye! I have a few tether balls. 3, to be exact. These two have a lot of signatures. This one's just a fucking boring tether ball. Look at that. Well, you can't really see. You can't really see it on this fucking ball. Oh shit, sorry.